I moved to Seattle a year and a half ago, and if it weren't for CSRD, I would not have found community. CSRD use walking, running, and movement to reclaim our space in the outdoors and to create a sense of belonging. Juneteenth is a celebration of our freedom, so being able to move together in this space, make new friends, break bread is really a powerful opportunity. Today we're doing a 3-mile walk. We'll make some stops along the way to situate you within the historic Central District, what's happening presently, and what we hope for our future.
My name is Ashley. I'm one of the co-founders of Club Seattle Runners Division, also known as CSRD, if you've actually never heard it all the way spelled out. We started back in 2017 with this idea that we were not going to leave anyone behind, and we were going to continue to welcome people of all paces and all faces into the running community. So we hope today is an opportunity for you to be able to be in space with each other, learn a little bit about the Central District, in Seattle's history. So thanks for being here. I'll pass it over to David, one of my co-founders, who's been with me from the very beginning. Oh, wow.
Hello everyone, my name is David. I hope you guys have a wonderful educational communal time today. Make friends, although making adult friends is hard, but we are here for you. Make friends, have fun. Thank you for coming. I mean, it's just a run, but yeah.
It is more than a run. I have been to and witnessed the explosion of energy that comes from a Monday night. What is your intent behind these weekly runs?
We want every space to feel welcoming to people like us. I have this tremendous amount of empathy for the new runner, for the runner of color, for the runner who doesn't see themselves as a runner.
I think that people like to see themselves in the things that they do, right? You know, and by doing so, they want to have that level of relatability. They saw, oh, David is out there running, Ashley's out there running, Ron or Jason or you were out there running. Maybe I could do that too.
So much of what we think running is, or what we've consumed about running, comes from this very white cultural identity.
You see runners in magazines and they look a certain way and they appear a certain way and they've got this photogenicness, and I had never felt that way. And then I think for me, the other thing about all faces and all paces, I'll just break it down, the concept of faces, one is meant to mean your face can be any color, but it also can look any way. You are welcome here. There is no size, shape, color of a runner. Every face is welcome. And then with paces, just the representation of you can move in any which way. And sometimes people, we've got to the point where people just are not running and they're still coming. There's I just want to be part of this energy today. I want to start my week with this energy, and I'm not running. I'm just coming to see my friends who are all here, part of this community.
Really, it's just people around the city, coming together with, shared passion, not only for the sport itself, but also for the city. I think that's very important. That people, who loves to know one another, who lives in the city, who loves the city, comes together, and the running just happens to be the instrument that kind of connects us.
So how did the idea for this Juneteenth walk come to be?
So in thinking about a Juneteenth walk, what would make it super accessible, particularly to Black folks, right? And then really capture the fact that we wanted to highlight the Central District. Sometimes as runners, when we are running through places, people talk about taking in this surrounding, but you can take it in a lot better when you're walking, when you're having the time to observe what's truly around you.
This is a gift, right? To be invited and truly welcomed. And CSRD has been foundational to me finding my confidence here and finding my people. So I want to thank you both for that. So thank you.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
Estelida's Library is a Black and Brown-owned community bookstore. Love books, love social justice, love people. This is your bookstore.
We have one more stop. Across the street is the People's Wall and Black Panther mural. The Seattle chapter of the Black Panther Party was the first to organize outside of Oakland, California. Although the original building was razed in 1971, a portion of the original People's Wall remains. That's what we see. This mural was completed in 1970 by artist Dion Henderson and refurbished around 2008. It is a tribute to the fallen members of the Black Panthers and the icons and spirit of the movement.
Here we go, 3, 2.
Power to the people! Hey, what does it feel like to you to have that kind of moment in community with people, like reclaiming space, moving through history?
I think one of the things that sticks out to me just being powerful, just having so many people join us, and the diversity of the group that joined us.
To see from young kids to elders, people leaving saying things like, wow, I never knew this history, right?
Right.
And then recognizing that it's by design that we know that we don't know these things. Like, whose histories do we know? Whose stories do we know?
This pocket of history that the city has is often forgotten. And I think that it is incredibly important for people like us, a community like us, to not only preserve it, but also do our best to amplify it. Because if we don't do it, nobody else is going to do it, right? So, like, we have to seek for it. And once we, and once we find it, we have to make sure that we're telling the stories about these neighborhoods. We're highlighting, great things about these neighborhoods in the best way we can.
Hear more about this episode on the Out and Back with Alison Mariella Désir podcast. Just search Out and Back wherever you listen.
Fleet Feet is on a mission to inspire the runner and everyone and is proud to sponsor Crosscuts Out and Back with Alison Mariella Désir.